Welcome back to Highly Disputed. On this episode, Chef and the Professor are joined by a very special guest, Jordan the Great, our Dynasty League inaugural champion. The team breaks down all the action from Week 11, reminisces over league history, and eventually makes their picks for Week 12. In this action-packed episode, the Professor becomes concerned for Chef's health as he begins to turn red and sounds like your uncle at Thanksgiving after drinking a 30 rack of Bush Heavy. The takes are hot, Chef's face is sweaty, and Jordan is hoping to make a trade for the Professor's spaghetti. Let's get to it.
The world's most dangerous fantasy football podcast.
Chef and the Professor. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Let's have a drink and let's talk through it. Hey. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Fantasy. We going over player props and ADP. Waiver wire, all the things you need. We got the fire. Fire, highly disputed. We in the studio, just pour a drink. We getting loose and now we in sync.
What is up, everybody?
What's up? Good? Happy to be here.
Welcome back to Highly Disputed. We have the honor, privilege, the pleasure of hosting our inaugural Dynasty League champion, Jordan the Great.
What's up, guys? Honored to be here on this prestigious podcast.
Of course, also the privilege of being joined by Mr. 8 and 3.
What's happening?
Going
the Terminator.
The Professor, the Terminator.
The Terminator for sure.
I feel like a referee. I should just let y'all go at it.
No. This is fun. I do want to say this will be my first year making the playoffs.
Whoa.
Oh, I already said it. I got Matt left.
You got Matt left, and I don't know the last time you've checked, but you don't have a lot of starters left either, so you might want to hold on to that one.
My depth has got me through plenty of injuries. It's just another.
Yeah, they keep adding up. That's the way she goes. Ben and I have been there.
That's where she goes.
Oh yeah, we've been everywhere. One thing we haven't really been though is not a lot of our starters getting benched.
Nope.
That's
injury is one thing. I mean, hitting the bench is a pretty bearish indicator.
Bearish, but
that's not fair, Chef. I've had Mason Rudolph benched before, so I understand.
Right. You feel big Mason Rudolph guy.
Who's he getting benched for?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Will Howard to get involved. I like taking a swing. I wonder what Stetson Bennett's up to nowadays.
What is he up to?
I'm surprised he's probably on your brother's team with all the other leftovers.
I think he's on Matt's team.
Yeah, he's probably selling cars in Athens, Georgia. I was watching that Georgia game. Their quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, which is a great quarterback name. I'll probably draft him with my only remaining 4th-round pick. And he'll probably never see the field. It's the way she goes, boys. All right, Jordan. Let's talk a little about the first year in avocado toast. John, the Professor wasn't around for this one. Tell him about your first championship and who you beat to get it.
Yeah, I've been glad to finally get this opportunity because I've been meaning to ask John if he also believes that America really went to the moon or not. The way he talks about the past as if things just didn't happen. He just doesn't give a fuck, It's like, does history even matter? I don't know. What do you think, John? What do you think what does that look like to you? Is that real? Think that looks real? I don't know. Did you buy yourself a 4th place ring yet?
There it is.
Terminator? I don't know. But yeah, as we all know, even the Professor knows in his heart, I was the first winner in avocado toast back in the day. And it was a hard fought year. We talked about injuries at the beginning of the pod. I was no stranger to injuries that year. In fact, I had traded for Christian McCaffrey from Spencer, and turns out he didn't help me at all that entire year because he got injured right away.
At the beginning of the year, yeah.
Yep, and I immediately felt a huge pit in my stomach because I traded a first and Javonte Williams. Actually, it might have been 2 firsts.
It was 2 firsts, yeah.
Yeah, and then Javonte Williams came out, and you guys remember those first couple of games where he just looked like, kind of like he does now. And man, I felt sick to my stomach, like I made a huge mistake. CMC is injured, but I had Damian Harris and some other guys. This was back in the
Damian
heyday of Tyreek
Harris.
Hill and Devontae Adams, and that was a good year for Justin Herbert too. And they carried me through, and then we had the epic battle at the end with your team when it was
Whose
in its
team?
heyday, and your team, yours truly.
And
And
I was pretty heavily favored, if I remember.
you were, yeah. And then, as you know, it's been
And
a struggle for both of us since then.
they just shit the bed. My team shit the bed.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was a good year, and there's been a lot of trials and tribulations since then, year over year. That is for sure, and a lot more injuries. Even
Yeah.
now, Drake London now out. Michael Penix done for the year.
Yeah, well, that's football. Well, I appreciate the context. I remember it very well.
Long time ago.
I
to be
do,
fair.
but I remember it very well. I specifically drafted to be competitive right out of the gate, and maybe I'm paying for it, but let's give John a moment to discuss the present and where his team's at. And I called Travion Henderson a little fluky because he broke off 2 big runs against the Bucks. He looked pretty fucking consistent on Thursday. You want to take a lap? You want to take a lap there, Professor?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a lap. But I want to comment on something that you two said earlier about starters getting benched and
Okay.
injuries. I've led the league in points scored, I think 3 weeks in a row now with all those injuries and inconsistent play. It's really my rookies are ascending. Like if Trevor Henderson's putting up a 30 piece, that's a quarterback level of production right there. And I do think RJ Harvey is going to explode. Didn't have a good game, but he was also playing like the Chiefs. They have a good run defense, but
Not literally explode, right?
Yeah, I hope not. But the Broncos are going to be in contention. I'm hoping their offense gets it together so they can start getting some leads and run the ball like they didn't run it at all last week. But I don't know why he's struggling. But the Broncos are in contention. They just beat the Chiefs. They're like leading the division. Their division. I think they're are they 8-2 or 9-2?
They are. I think they're 9-2 now.
And I mean that's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're 9-2, and they're going into bye.
Yeah, and so yeah, the Broncos are looking super bullish in the AFC. Trayvon Henderson, the window's closed. I think when Ramondre, as far as like trading for him for value, if Ramondre Stevenson comes back, sure, it's going to be a split, but like Trayvon should legitimately get all of the like high value carries and targets. And Ramondre has like turf toe. Like turf toe like is tough to come back from. Like I wouldn't even rush it if I was there.
Yeah.
So and I don't think they're going to.
I think he's gonna get the Chubba Hubbard treatment, where it's like he gets hurt and then he got outplayed, and now he's the two.
A second round pick on him. So it's like, what did we expect? This is what I expected. It took probably a week or two longer than what I wanted, but this is what I expected. He has a pretty light schedule down the stretch, as do the Patriots. Like, there's going to be a lot of positive game scripts for them where they're going to be trying to run the ball, like just to run out the clock.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of champions, we got one on here right now. You just fucking beat the 2-time defending champ by 70 points. I mean, he had a bit of a clunker, but you rocked him. Trey McBride, Mark Andrews, Achan. That's a big dub. That's a statement win for you.
I think Spencer statement win, but this could be.
Well, yeah, it was, but that's back to back. I think you've arrived.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Or you're arriving.
Arriving. I do think there's a shot that Jaden Daniels comes back after the bye, which is this coming week is the bye. They're going to reevaluate him. The Commanders also have a very easy schedule down the stretch that will turn things and would be helpful. But
yeah, I think the Commanders are toast.
They're toast, but they still might play him. But
why would they play Jaden Daniels this season unless they're just like?
I mean, he's a young player. They're not going to put him in a gift wrap. Like, he still needs to get better. It's not like he's a vet, and it wasn't like it was his off the alarm. If he's healthy to go, I don't see why you sit him.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop you right there,
go,
Professor.
Please.
Did you watch what happened to Jaden Daniels? What are you talking about putting a gift wrap?
Sure.
He looked fucked. They're gonna try his ass back out there for what? For a lost season? What is this?
But I also do have him. I do have him in Dynasty, so
this is a business decision. They're not going to put him out there in a lost
season. I'm following
season.
the beat writers. I'm just letting you know what the beat writers are saying.
Unless they didn't learn anything from Robert Griffin III. Why would they bring
Well, I know it was
This
a
is
knee injury,
non-corona.
but I'm saying
Hair.
like,
It's not a knee injury. It's not
who
Robert
cares? It
III.
went the
What
opposite
is he doing with it?
direction.
Is he a running back? Isn't he carrying the ball in his offhand? Like, what are we talking about?
He's practically a running back, so we can go down that route if you want to. But I'll take a quick pause and I'll go back and just say that if by some modern miracle of science and stupidity they bring Jaden Daniels back this season, it would help you out in an area where if I look at your team, quite frankly, is looking worse and worse by the day. You cherry pick some stats and say, oh, most points scored the last 3 weeks. And you pick the last 3 weeks because if you look at the whole season, you've only scored 12 more points than my team, a team that you have shit on all preseason and all season long. And it took you up until 3 weeks ago to get within a hair of the amount of points for that my team has scored.
Well, actually, you're
so
not.
like,
No. Because you're not including this week. If we include this week, I've one.
Oh my God. It's like last week you said that in the chat. You're like, actually, technically, my team has scored more points, and it was 12 points. Like,
listen,
like
it's
a victory
it's about
out
when
of
your
12
team's
out of
offended.
1,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your team.
I'm just saying, with the stats, let's be real. What we're talking about here is not your championship. Thus far, what we're talking about is the professor's journey to 4th place. That's where you are.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be in 4th place after I beat J-Bo. Actually, no, you're right.
That's where you are.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's where you are. I mean, I'm down. I'm down in 6th place. I'm probably going to drop down to 7th. That's where I am. I accept that.
So like, I don't.
I know, but I'm just saying we're talking about like you've already won the championship. This is the journey to 4th place.
No, not really. Like
So.
Second, for context for the listeners, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place all have the same record. I just beat.
But you don't because you have less points.
Well, same record is the games won and lost.
All right. I rest my case, Your Honor.
J-Bo and James actually play each other next week, so your boy is gonna climb the rankings.
I'm gonna give you guys both props. You know, Professor didn't get the luxury of drafting his team, had some rough seasons, accumulated draft capital, had some hits, had some misses, and now you're in a really good position and you just beat two of the top teams in the league. Jordan has managed to keep his team competitive without going full rebuild, and in a 2 tight end premium league ended up with Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren, as well as hitting on guys like Woody Marks and Jacoby Crosbill, who, you know,
feel a little less rosy about those two ones.
you know,
Thank you for your objectivity. This is gonna be a good show.
Actually, be honest about my players on this show. How about that?
that's good. I think we're all on a
A little refreshing. Yeah.
But I think, Jordan, to your credit, you've managed to draft well and you've managed to find free agents that, you know, that's hard to do. I think
Likewise.
Spencer's good at
Got some good
that.
pickups as well. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some misses.
Most of us have misses.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't swing, you can't miss. But I mean, the professor doesn't grind his roster as much because, you know, he's got some high draft picks on there. You can't just drop Tyrod Taylor.
I mean, it works out for me now.
So one of the funny
it's
things
gonna work out when he puts up 6.
And he's put up
one of the funny things I noticed. I've been an avid listener of you guys' show, and I've just been waiting to ask about, like, you know, John, why haven't we heard about your brother's team on the show very often? Because preseason, I'll never forget the glazing of your brother's team and how they were a championship or playoff bound at least. And then all of a sudden, I just never hear about it anymore. I hear a lot of shit about my team that's still way outperforming your brother's team. But we just don't talk about Bruno. We're just not going to talk about that team. So what is it?
What's there to talk
Is
about
he still
with my
gonna?
team, though?
Is he gonna make it to the playoffs still with the RBs that did it last year?
I mean, he traded away a bunch of his assets. He's rebuilding. You know,
Traded away 2 people after he already shit the bed. I'm just saying you vaunted that team up as better than mine for damn near a whole year, and there is no evidence to back that up. There is no evidence. Just admit you were wrong. Just admit you were wrong.
Not a whole year, and I was wrong. That was a preseason take.
That's all I wanted.
That was preseason take.
But
And-
you gotta respect family loyalty.
No, I don't. This is fantasy football.
No.
I
I
have to
mean,
respect
he
it.
made the playoffs last year. What was I? You know,
Ah.
it's the first year not making the playoffs.
I made the playoffs last year,
I had you in the playoffs too.
I think.
I took out. Yeah, I had the 2 of us, my brother, and Goodwill.
I'm just trying to win my week, dog.
Anyway, I will say,
You
going
play
back
win
to the
the
draft
game.
pick, Travion, a big stud. That was definitely worth the wait.
Yeah,
Next time,
agreed.
you don't have to do funny shit like put him on the trade block after he broke out, just to piss everyone off.
I
But
mean, everybody knows when he puts people on the trade block, he's reminding them that he's rostering them.
exactly. But I will say on that note, we talked about it a little bit. I think jury's out on RJ Harvey. I'm not convinced based off of what I've seen. His breakout game was against a game where many players have broken out, and that was against the Cowboys.
I mean,
All the other good
I'd
games
not
he's
too.
had have been passing touchdowns, and I'm like,
Broncos are they're just a weird team.
Yeah,
they're
they
are.
such a fucking weird team.
There's no jury out for me. Is like I believe in Sean Payton. The offense is out of whack right now. I think Bo Nix is a little off. But I believe in Sean Payton's offensive system. The role that RJ Harvey's going to play is the Joker, the Chimera. The guy in front of him was playing well, is injured. And they drafted
Sean Payton is the Joker. He's been the
he's
Joker
9-2.
all
How is he a
along.
Joker? He's a great coach.
He's a clown. He's such a fucking clown.
I think the way you described it is how I feel about it, Chef, which is that it's a weird team to me. Like, it doesn't, there's like a style to it, but I don't really know that I understand it, and I don't really know that it's necessary. I don't know if it's Bo Nix, or I don't know if it's the style, but like something.
It's Sean.
He's got a mob connection, and he's just funneling money to referees. He's like, yo, I just need to win by 10-6.
What I see,
man, when they throw RJ Harvey the ball, he's an amazing pass catcher. There's no denying that. But like his actual just, pure running, I haven't really seen a lot of impressive runs yet. I'm not saying it's impossible.
I've seen quite a few actually, but they're similar to Travion, which is he breaks out, long runs. The thing is,
on the outside,
he's not really getting out. Yes, he's not really getting a lot of volume. He gets like 4 carries, so it's like, what am I going to evaluate there? But
he's looking better than Ashton Genty, who is right now 5 for 8.
Yeah, I don't know what we have coming up on the schedule, but we'll love to talk me some Ashton Genty when we're talking about Spencer's team.
All right.
And he gave up.
But hold on, before we move on, I am happy that you're finally in playoff contention, and I hope you do get there. But I do think you should heed Chef's and I's warning about injuries, because this is a rough game. This is a rough game. You got to be ready.
I know it is. Marvin Harrison Jr. has appendicitis and just had surgery. Eric Wilson's on IR.
Yep.
Malik Neighbors on IR. You know what I mean? Like, I've been dealing with injuries.
Yep.
I mean, I forgot I had him. Like next season, I'm just like, wow. Like I got Malik Neighbors just like almost like a new draft pick. Garrett Wilson come back. That was his rush thrown to him. He never even really had like the rookie throwing to him. So
imagine if Jameis Winston was throwing to him.
Oh, if Jameis was throwing to him, he'd be.
You might still have a chance too this year, Chef. Actually, this week, this week, I had to win this week or nothing. I'm not getting him with 7 losses though. So
I got my 5% window, and that's enough. That's enough for me.
Hey, that's all it takes.
You got to win this week, but you do got a chance. Like I said, J-Bo and
I'm trying to win I'm just trying to win every week, but so far this season, I'm running into dudes just like dropping 5 touchdowns. So it is what it is.
If you get there, it's going to be Fernie. It's going to be Fernie. He still has, if you get there, it's going to be Fernie because he still has Spencer to play.
Yeah, I know.
J-Bo and myself. He's got a tough sled down the stretch.
I hope he loses every single one of those fucking games. So
and Jordan, you just lost. You narrowly lost to him.
Yeah, a lot of narrow losses. I think that's the story of my dynasty team.
Yeah.
So year after year, it's the narrow loss. Although I've had some narrow wins, so it goes both ways.
We got a championship.
Well, also, I mean, like getting 28. Both your rookies were out, or Tyler Warren was out. Yeah, that's rough. You want to talk? Why don't you put Purdy in over Flacco?
Hey, last time Flacco was lighting it up.
Oh,
so and Purdy's coming off turf toe. I started Purdy in some other leagues.
He looked pretty good.
He looked good. I mean, he'll definitely be in the lineup next time. That's for sure.
Yeah, Flacco didn't really repeat the last game he had against the Steelers.
No.
All right. So speaking of that, let's just jump into a Week 11 recap. First game Thursday night. Dolphins against the Commanders in Madrid. We're finally done with these.
That was an early morning game.
Yeah, y'all wake up for that?
I did. because I have Devon A-Chain. And I was
yeah,
like,
you do.
please. I actually watched that with wife, and I was like, please score a touchdown. He still got me 20 points. But
Pretty sure he was RB1 this week.
Which that was I'll have to go down a whole trade discussion, but
We can
man, that
talk
was
about
that was one of those trades that just worked out really well for both of you, I think.
Yeah.
Ibuka that was a good one.
Mbuka didn't do much this week, but
He's been a stud.
it's hard to do much.
Yeah.
It's hard to do much when you're the only guy healthy. Offense, we're looking like the worst team in the league, and now they've got 2 in a row. They're showing a little fight. We got any thoughts on the Dolphins here?
Still pretty stinky to me. I mean, Achan obviously he has withstood all of the shit, and he still will. But
he's a stud. He's a stud.
But
Ollie Gordon had a nice game too. I've been hyping him up.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a touchdown. They beat the Bills. They got 2 in a row. They're going into bye.
The Bills one was weird. Yeah.
Maybe they should just be an international team because they seem to do better in other countries than they do in Miami.
I still think I think it's a bit of a hot take, but I don't know why. I just have a feeling that they're gonna keep McDaniel and ship off Tua. I think maybe he's convinced them that Tua is the problem.
I think the general manager is the problem.
Yeah, but Tua still needs to go.
Yeah.
If they want
to go.
So he's a fine quarterback. He actually looked good on Sunday. I think the big issue there was. So I watched the game. You say you didn't watch the game. I watched the game. He looked good. He was very accurate.
I mean, I've watched other Tua games.
I'm talking about on Sunday. On Sunday specifically, he looked good. Because Devon A-Chain didn't score a touchdown, right? Receiving or running. So Tua slinging. Jalen Waddle actually was the bigger. Yeah, Ollie Gordon did score. That was a vulture TD. So I was so angry for
9 for 45. That's not bad.
Yeah, he was running. But I would say Waddle was the issue that game. He had some they won, right? But just watching the game, he had some drops that were surprising. And I think a few of them were down the middle. So I think he probably thought he might get hit. So he was like trying to catch it and on the field to avoid the hit. I think they're missing a piece, like a bigger receiver that they can kind of like feed down the middle.
Like a Tyreek Hill.
No, like a Darren Waller, actually. I think
Darren Waller, yeah.
But they need like a red zone, like an in-between player.
I thought that they were going to use, it was a little nasty, but I thought they were going to use Westbrook Akine like that, and then they just didn't use him at all. But
I'm not falling for that guy again.
No, I know, but last year he did have a couple stretches where he was in that very, very
Van Jefferson.
Role. Yeah, that is exactly. But yeah, I also Jalen Waddle. Every time I hear his name, I just think of him waddling over the blue medical tent. That guy's a fucking bum.
Well, Waddle and Waller, it's like SeaWorld down there.
Yeah,
the professor will be down in Miami with me in a little bit. That's gonna be fun.
I heard about that.
That's gonna be good.
But yeah, Waddle's firmly been on my do not draft list and for a while now.
He's got like little flaps. It's hard to catch the ball. Maybe if they were tossing him beach balls. All right. Commanders kind of suck. I said fire Dan Quinn a while ago. At this point, I'd rather fire Dan Quinn than McDaniels. I saw a video of McDaniels rolling by. Apparently, there's a Buffalo Bills bar in Miami, and Mike McDaniels just rolled by it real slow after they beat the Bills in like his Bentley, and he's still wearing his gray hoodie. I'm just like, okay, let's keep that guy.
Was it the last podcast you guys did? Or maybe I was just talking but like, I think, John, didn't you mention something about, or maybe both of you mentioned something about Cliff Kingsbury being the true brainchild of the Commanders?
Yeah, I think we both did.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think he should be head coach because he clearly is not good at that. But leave him as OC and get a new head coach in there. I think that would be a good system.
I mean, I think guys can grow from their mistakes, but
that's true.
Especially younger guys. I don't think Dan Quinn's going to grow as a coach. Yeah. I think he's probably hit his ceiling.
I mean, Dan Quinn is like the guy he replaced, Ron Rivera. And I'm like, I don't understand why they made that hire. Is Ron Rivera Mike? He's Ron Rivera.
Yeah, that's enough Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
All right. So then the Panthers versus Atlanta. Atlanta was kind of beating them up. and then the Panthers just came back to life. Michael Penix goes down. Drake London goes down. Kirk Cousins comes in.
Does not look good.
Game goes, yeah, he hasn't looked good in a while. Game goes to OT. Panthers end up winning it. Bryce Young tossing it for 450. Excuse me? This motherfucker put up 1 point 2 weeks ago.
And he did it with the professor's favorite player.
Who?
He who
Coker?
must not be
Coker
named
back?
just because Spencer drafted him. Talking about Tet McMillan.
Yeah. Alpha. No,
He's looked really good this year.
really good.
He's looked really good. It
He
doesn't
has.
have to be a him versus Travis Hunter conversation. We can talk about players in isolation. Tet has looked good. He has definitely
No,
lived
he
up
looked
to
great.
his draft capital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Bryce Young has looked all over the fucking place. But
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, he's winning games, and now the Panthers are half a game behind the Bucks in the NFC South.
And in the NFL, all that matters is winning games.
Yeah.
Keep your job for a long time if you win the games.
So as a Bryce Young owner, I don't know. It's a weird position because sometimes, like, he's not necessarily a good fantasy QB, but I think winning games will get you job security. Like, coaches don't care about fantasy, and obviously dropping 400. That's not easy.
He's
I
getting
would
better though,
imagine,
and his best receiver is a rookie.
but he's not getting taller,
Yeah, and his second
which
best
is
receiver
unfortunate.
was injured.
Me neither.
Maybe you could wear heels. Could we get like a special,
QB
like,
lifts.
yeah,
Lift.
special
And then
shoe
we're
for
going to start
him?
hearing about lift injuries. Lift toe or lift heel.
It'd be tough to drop back in heels.
Yeah, I don't know.
Professor's
Something
not
else
having
about
it.
the
He's ice cold. No, he's
something else
not.
about the Panthers that, like, for a long time now, I've always been impressed by how they can just run the ball on anyone, it seems like. I mean, they don't even have, like, Rico Dowdle has been good, but, like, I mean, nobody expected Rico Dowdle to be that good. And then last year, they were, like, pounding the rock with Chuba, too.
Well, their whole slogan is "keep pounding,"
Yeah,
but the reason that's their slogan is they can't throw the ball. So
like it's not that's their slogan. One
What?
of their all time greats passed away, I think, from cancer. Before he passed away, he was like, he actually just watched a Football Life documentary about it a couple days ago. It's one reason I even know. I'm forgetting.
well, I meant no disrespect.
Of course. I'm just.
Wait, so what is the meaning of the phrase "keep pounding"?
It's one of their all time greats. Like prematurely got bone cancer, I think. Their player Sam Mills, linebacker turned assistant coach, poured his heart into the team to start the playoff run and said, "Keep pounding." And he passed away shortly thereafter.
Okay, all right. So we won't. But yeah, Panthers are getting wins. Bryce is slinging it when he needs to. But guys on that team are just going, like, Doddle's going off when Bryce isn't. You know, they're putting up numbers.
Doddle's always going off.
is going off. Xavier Leggett is actually kind of turning around a little.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want him on
He's-
your team.
I would.
I still want
You know,
Coker.
he's one of the.
I still want Coker. Easy
He's
line.
You're gonna keep him. So
I mean, don't we all just want a little Coker?
yeah.
But you know, I have
I
a
think
no. Like, if a guy eats raccoons, like, we talked about having high character guys on. That's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm not
It's just
gonna-
my policy. I don't allow raccoon eaters on my team.
I'm there with you.
That's how I feel about people that eat alligator, you know.
Yeah.
No, alligators.
You wouldn't know anyone who's eating alligator, would you?
I mean,
I mean,
it was delicious.
I don't.
I think I've tried it too, actually.
I would rather feed tourists to alligators than eat.
Hey, you know,
I
I'm
thought
coming back-
Genty just. Yeah, I won't feed you to alligator. I thought Genty scored a touchdown, but actually that was a safety. Oh my god!
You know, I know that their offensive line is bad and that it's a very hard thing for a running back
It's
to overcome.
offensive.
Having said that, he doesn't always look like he has that dog in him, you know? Like, And I get playing on the Raiders would probably be pretty depressing right now, but still,
Right, but
I don't know.
the Cowboys have one more win than them. The Cowboys are 3-5-1, and they're just whooping that ass.
And the Cowboys have
Even
a bad run defense too.
Bro, you gotta get out of your own end zone. I thought he scored. I was like, oh, Genty's in the end zone, and he just scored for the other team.
yeah, even
That's not-
Bajan,
That's not good.
Bajan was still. I mean, he looked good his rookie year. Like the Falcons still held him back that year, but he looked way better than Ashton Genty looks right now. So
Yeah. No, I don't think shit that went through. Apparently, Jacoby Myers is on my team.
oh, there's a live trade.
Yeah, just yeah. All right. Welcome to the squad, Jacoby.
Wow, that was a
You
great
know,
deal.
I gotta beat that's your bro.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think it's going through.
It's not going through.
It wasn't
All right.
me, but
Well,
it's just the impression that I get.
Yeah. Okay. So the Bills, the Bucks hung in there for a bit, and then the Bills just
They dunked on him.
yeah, they dunked on. We got dunked on. We just couldn't. This is my. I'm done. I'm done with Todd Bowles.
Really?
I'm done. For a defensive genius, this guy gives up more explosives than any other team. I've watched other teams. It's like we had the one pick on the first drive, and then he's just tossing up 50-yarders to guys off the practice squad.
Yep.
We have a defensive end in fucking coverage. So like that it worked one time. Stop calling it there's film on it now. Stop, do something different. I don't ever want to see a defensive end on a wide receiver 40 yard. That's not something I want to see. I'm sick of it.
It's tough though, because like we're talking about with the Panthers, like they are winning games, so it's tough to make big changes when.
Right, but Dave Canales was our offensive coordinator. Liam Cohen, who the Jaguars just dunked on the Chargers, was our offensive coordinator.
Okay, he keeps losing offensive coordinators. He's kind of like Dan Campbell's going through this right now.
The offense isn't the problem. He's been calling the defense for the last 7 years. It's not good.
It's better than we run
not.
these Jets.
Vita Vea is hard to beat.
I mean, we have good players, and this is the gamble though. It's like sometimes we get a sack or a turnover. Sometimes we give up a 90-yard pass to somebody you haven't heard of. But it shouldn't be 50% of the time we're giving up just way too many explosives, and it doesn't matter who have you guys heard of Tyrell Shavers? Was he on anyone's fucking radar? Honestly, have you heard of this man? We're all addicted to fantasy football. I have never heard of Tyrell Shavers before in my life. He went 4 for 5, 90 yards and a touchdown against us for 17.
Bills though.
He's done nothing all season.
Yeah. That was an all-time game for Josh Allen.
Ty Johnson, it wasn't all time because he was playing the Bucks.
Yeah,
we
it
just
did kind of feel like a Cowboys game almost. Yeah,
we're supposed to have a defensive coach. I don't know, man.
That wasn't a bad loss.
I think he's what?
It wasn't a bad loss.
I don't think Bowles is gonna put. He's not gonna. We're not gonna smell a Super Bowl. We might win the division because of this shit division, but he's not going to put us over the top.
I will say, I don't think that it's. I mean, that game aside, the Bucks are a really exciting team to watch. I wouldn't say I'm like a big fan of any NFL team, but I do enjoy watching the Buccaneers more than most of them. But I think as part of that, Baker, who I also really enjoy watching, and I've done a complete 180 on because I used to be a big Baker hater, and now I'm totally the opposite. But he's really exciting to watch, in part because of he can get a little reckless sometimes with the ball, and that's what makes it fun, and that's what makes him good, because he will take those chances, and when it works, it's a fucking awesome game to watch. But every once in a while, I'm like, all right, maybe calm down a little bit. I don't know if part of that's Bowles too, but I think they'll be fine.
I think we will be too, because we have the Rams and then we have a cake schedule. I just don't think we're going to go anywhere in the playoffs. If you win the division year after year, It's like a Mike Tomlin thing. At some point, you got to get somebody who can take you there. Bruce Arians, Tom Brady got us there. We fired Tony Dungy, brought in John Gruden. Everybody knows John Gruden's a piece of shit, and Tony Dungy's a saint, and he got his ring. But like, we made a move to get us over the top. I think Todd Bowles has established a culture and a roster, but I don't think he is.
You don't think he's what?
I think he's kind of a dinosaur. I don't think he has the mental bandwidth to get us over the top right now.
Newsflash.
In the same way, I don't think Dan Quinn is.
All defensive coordinators are like that. They're dinosaurs. They're not going to get you over the top. What innovative defensive coordinator as the head coach now? I mean, look at Aaron Glenn. You know what I mean? So, like, when you hire a head coach, not go offense. That's just the name of the game. Like, they reinvent themselves. They know how to. They just know how to reinvent themselves. They know how to adjust. I'm looking at the Rams. Like, you're talking about the Rams. I thought McVay was about to retire. I thought the Rams were done. I thought Stafford's back was injured this preseason. Dude, like, they look like that. That's a Super Bowl team right there, if we're going to be honest.
I think it's the best team in the league.
You know, like.
You think the Rams are the best team in the league?
I think so. I agree with that. They're pretty.
And we talked about this a little bit in the chat, but they've got 2 26 firsts next year. One of them is the Falcons, and they've got the 4th highest cap space in the league next year. Like, it's not just this year. Like, they're going to keep coming for the next few years. But...
They got my boy. You know, they got my boy. Ferguson.
You
say all that. I know you wanted it. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
He's had some good plays.
Yes.
He's a tight end. You got to give him a little time.
He's a tight end. I mean, I don't think the Rams are the best. I don't think they're the best team in football.
Who do you think is the best team in football?
Don't say the Bucks. I said don't say the Bucks.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say the Bucks. I think the fucking Patriots are the best team in football.
Hell no, bro. No. I love Vrabel. He's the last, I guess. Is Vrabel a defensive guy or offensive guy? I don't even know.
I want to say, well...
If he's an offensive guy,
he's gone both ways, if you know what I'm saying. But he's deep. He played linebacker.
Oh, yeah. He was a linebacker. Yeah. I was like, okay.
But, like,
he's
they put him in a goal line. They put him at goal line. Tommy's threw him a couple touchdowns. Tampa Bay legend, Tom Brady, by the way. Yeah.
But, like, you think that if they chip... So, like, I will say, looking at the schedule, I may have touched on this earlier when we talked about Travion, but the Patriots have the easiest schedule in the league moving forward. So that'll be great for Travion and Drake May.
Basically.
And, you know, basically that's it. Booty, if he comes back, we'll see. But, like,
I mean, Diggs,
of course.
Diggs is balling out. And shout out to my guy, Mac Hollins. That dude's a freak. Like, he's legitimately crazy, is what I mean.
Yeah, he kind of just, like...
And those are the kind of guys
runs to a spot, catches it, and then stops, though. Like, that's kind of the player he is now, because he's older.
You're not even sure if it was, like, his route, or if he just, like, leaped into the air.
Yeah.
And, like...
He plays with no fear.
Like, took it from Demario Douglas or somebody.
Yeah.
He's just like, the guy can jump. He doesn't wear shoes to the locker room. He's absolutely nuts. And those are the kind of guys I want on my team. I want guys who don't have shoes. You got anything to say about that, Professor?
No. I mean, he can block his butt off, but he's probably going to be, he can block his butt off. That's all I'll say.
Do we get points per block?
We should.
All right. That's enough about Bucks Bills. Jacksonville just beating up on the Chargers. I've been really hard on Jacksonville all year, but man, they were playing good. They were playing complimentary football. Defense was looking good. Running game's looking good. They're banged up. Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter's out. They go make a move. They get Jacoby Myers, who apparently I also just got. Shout out Jacoby Myers. And then our guy, Bashal Tuden. Jordan, you're a Travis Etienne owner. What do you think about Bashal Tuden?
He's fine. I mean, I think every offseason you run into this with players where, like, it's been a couple seasons now of, okay, they drafted Blake Corum, Kyron's going to lose his job. They drafted Jarquez Hunter, Kyron's going to lose his job. Travis Etienne last year, they drafted Tank Bisbee. Travis Etienne's going to lose his job. Now this year, Tutin's drafted, he's going to lose his job. Here we are, he still has his job. Everything is fine. Well, same thing with Achane, Ollie Gordon. These other backs come in, and it's like, there's complementary, like, running back situations. Like, I feel fine about Travis Etienne. Like, I'm glad that the offense is doing better.
Etienne was not getting the ball until Tuden got hurt. To be fair. And Liam Cohen was the one who kind of coached Bucky into an RB1 role, and he did it later in the season. And the professor and I have been talking about Tootin.
Tootin has played every game.
He wasn't good.
No, I know, but I'm saying like strategically, it was a later in the season move that he was going to take over RB1, and he was finally starting to show that. I mean, they finished with the same amount of yards. It's because Tootin got hurt that I think ETN has been running hard. He's been.
When did Tootin get hurt?
He got hurt in the game. He got hurt last game. Am I wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know about that. I think as fantasy players, there's like an allure of thinking that, people are going to lose their jobs and stuff, but then there's a reality of like, hey, sometimes it works out that way, sometimes it doesn't.
Well,
Rams are a good example. Blake Corum did get hurt last year. I'm just saying he's back now, and like he does get some touches in there, and every once in a while he looks good. Tyler Algier, another good example.
Yeah.
He looks good. Bajan looks good. They can both look good. Like there's plenty of scenarios over the course of the NFL history where there have been two backs that look good, where one doesn't always surpass the other.
Right, but everybody knows who's the better back in Atlanta.
Exactly. I will say,
and
the Rams was murky because Kyron Williams, late draft pick, and while he looked good, he wasn't. Bijan was the first round draft pick. We're not gonna. Same thing with Gibbs, but. I know what you're saying, because it's like Chuba Hubbard was like a later draft pick, and it didn't take much for him to get replaced.
Yeah,
no,
Travis Etienne was the first round draft.
Hubbard was like undrafted.
We'll go back. We'll go back and forth, because like if I say Travis Etienne was the first round draft pick, somebody will come back and say, well, that was a different coach, different regime, so it doesn't matter. So we'll just keep going down.
He was a first round draft pick.
And I think that's why he's still like. If he wasn't the first round draft pick, he might not be on the team.
He was drafted, but it was a different coach. He played with Trevor Lawrence at Clemson.
Yeah,
he's played well.
He's been good. He's been good for him. I think
played well.
When is his contract up?
I think he's a good back. I think he's had a better season. I think it's a Rachaad White situation, though, where he's not Liam Cohen's guy, and he'll probably walk in free agency next year. And he might get a better opportunity.
Yeah,
he's a solid hold for me in Dynasty. And if I'm looking to rebuild, I would target him. Not for this year.
He's a solid for me in Dynasty. I think he's incredibly underrated. A buy. I think he's incredibly underrated. I think Rachaad White, I don't think was on Etienne's level. So it's like Etienne's at a top 5 season, I think.
Sure. Yeah, no, that might have been.
I could make
Rachaad White hasn't had that.
To Jordan's point, sometimes you just can't replace the guy in front of you unless it's injury, right? Because it's kind of more of like the better example would be like Sean Tucker and like Bucky. Is Sean Tucker going to replace Bucky? Like, probably not. But is Sean Tucker being wasted away as RB3? Absolutely. He could probably start on 5 teams. It's just the way it is. It's the opportunity you get sometimes.
Yeah. It's funny, as we were talking about Travis Etienne, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Because he was injured his whole first year in 2021. So that was another good example of just like the injury-riddled season I had.
Right.
But like it was a weird one where I can't remember exactly the injury that he had. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he stays or goes next year either way.
No, he's gone next year. There's no way Jacksonville is re-signing him. You should be excited that he's gone next year. But like from what I saw of that game,
I don't know, it depends on where he goes. I wouldn't be excited if he went to the Jets.
Well, they're not going to sign a running back. They have 2 at quarterback. No. Liam Cohen, coming off a bye, was making Tootin was getting the majority of the carries before he hurt his ankle.
Yeah,
I just think he's not Liam Cohen's guy. He did the same thing with the Bucs last year, and he's got a contract year next year, and maybe he goes to a better organization.
I don't know what Liam's doing though, because I'm like, I love Travis Hunter. I have him in our main league, obviously, but like what he did, I mean, BTJ looks like he's lost his confidence. I'm like, and I know like the game that Travis Hunter got injured. I mean, anyone that has BTJ, like he's like be thankful, because when he said, yeah, we're gonna like feed him, like I think Travis Hunter had like 14, 15 targets while playing both sides of the ball. That last game before he got injured looked really good. And I'm just like, what is the identity? That's the thing. Is like, I don't know what the identity of the Jags is, and T-Law's too average to really, I think, be competitive. Like going into next year, they got to figure out like who's your one, like what's your
Well,
identity.
they just beat up the Chargers. They just beat up the Chargers.
I get that, but it's just a confusing team. Like once you get to the playoffs,
It is a confusing team.
when you get to the playoffs, you got to have an identity, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's harder to stop you if you don't. I don't know, but I'm like,
I mean, if Jacksonville makes it to a playoff, that will be a successful season for them.
I agree.
I don't think
Their
anybody
defense
in
has-
Jacksonville is thinking Super Bowl. But
yeah, their defense has impressed me.
their
a lot
defense
more than
is
their
playing
offense.
really well.
I didn't expect that.
I think anybody in
And
the
Trevor Lawrence, Trevor, what the fuck is his name?
Trevor.
Travion Lawrence.
He's so bad that we don't remember his name. Trevor Lawrence.
Long neck.
T-Law.
Long hair, long neck, long hair, don't care. What's their fucking record?
I think anybody in
What
the
is their
AFC should be trying to get to the playoffs because the Chiefs are likely out of it. And once Patrick Mahomes isn't there, it's wide open.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is probably not going to be there.
No, I don't think so either.
I think the Chiefs are probably toast, but we'll get to that one. All right, Jacksonville's 6-4. They're behind the Colts at 8-2. All right, let's move on. That's too much time. But Bears Vikings.
That was a bad game.
It was a bad.
JJ's basically.
Why was it a bad game, Professor?
There was a bad quarterback play from both sides.
One was
He's
worse.
He's honest. He's honest.
One was worse, but one didn't turn the ball over. But Caleb never turns the ball over. It's one of his mainstays.
And I gotta say, Caleb has, I mean, really turned it around this year.
Bears are leading that division.
I think it's going to stay that way.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you win.
It's if you
It
want.
doesn't matter how you win.
Yeah. But
Colson Loveland.
I will say it-
Loveland's just running through people too, by the way.
In the regular season, it doesn't matter how you win, but that does dictate probably how well you're going to stick around in the playoffs.
agreed.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears
Like,
are going to
you might be able to get away with some shit now and then.
Well, the Bears
but, like,
want to last in the playoffs. I think they have Super
I
Bowl
mean,
aspirations.
for Chicago to have a quarterback and a coach and some hope, this is big for the Bears, who have been in the basement for a long time. So,
is he on track for 4K?
I'm not sure.
Caleb,
That'd be May. Oh yeah, I think he might get there. He's at 2,300 yards right now. I mean, the Bears haven't had a 4K passer in ever,
Bears.
so like that'd be crazy cool.
Not even Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler is overrated. I'm sorry.
Yep. Not in his dating life.
He smoked
But-
4,000 cigarettes.
Is that why he was?
I know he hit 4K in cigarettes per season.
Yeah, I think he's kind of an asshole too. But
Yeah, he was
Anyway.
kind of an asshole, but he was Chicago's asshole. And then he went to Denver, and then he went to handball. All right, that's enough Jay Cutler. Bears eked it out. You know, I thought the Vikings put up a little bit of a fight.
they don't got it though. I don't know if it's all on JJ, but that team doesn't have it this year.
Nah,
I
they had
don't know.
some
Like,
drops, and Jordan Addison had a real.
Jordan Addison did have a bad drop, but
he had three total.
He couldn't hit the best wide receiver in the league either.
Yeah. No,
But-
it is blame all around. I'm just saying, like there was the one that
Yeah.
JJ missed, or just sorry, Jordan Addison missed was a touchdown because like.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was rough. Usually he gets those too.
But he also
Yeah.
got a pass interference. The defensive back was like pulling at his t-shirt, which
Yeah.
disrupted like the timing of the route.
no,
But
I saw that. That was.
he was
Yeah,
pulling
I
on
was
it for like.
that's all cloth. That was egregious cloth.
Thank you. I'm like for 10 yards. I'm surprised like Addison didn't complain. Like, bro, like it was very obvious. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, maybe Addison should have spit on him. And then he
I
would've
love that new term though, egregious cloth.
he looked like he was in Bangladesh.
Okay, that
No,
The Vikings do look disjointed. Their defense specifically, man, it's like night and day from last year to this year. Last year that defense looked really good. This year, kind of like, all right, this is it.
well, maybe Kevin
know?
O'Connell, or is that his name?
mm-hmm.
Maybe he should whisper to the defense instead of just the quarterback.
It's Brian
'Cause
Flores'
it's both
defense.
it's both sides of the ball, homie. But yeah, I mean, you know, the Bears got to win there when they needed to. They're on top of the NFC North, which is actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They should enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't think it will.
What's gonna last?
But there's hope in Chicago. And I watched a little bit of this game. Kyle Monungai runs fucking hard. Get DeAndre Swift out of there. That dude is like a bowling ball.
You gotta stop with the Monungai. My lord, he runs very hard, but he's a grinder.
Chef breaking out the
Am I
Krispy Kreme
mispronouncing his
over here.
name, or
No,
am I just
no.
overhyping him?
This glaze is hot and ready.
The Bears
Okay,
might
so
draft an RB.
when he started, he had like 215 yards from scrimmage. Then DeAndre Swift comes in, and he gets like what, 60? They both get 60.
I think they're gonna draft an RB.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw the draft video, but during the draft, it was very clear that they were pumped up to draft Travion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they drafted Burden, and it's like they were fine with Burden, but like you could just see the fuck. Because like he hates Swift. Everywhere he's been, he gets Swift out of there. He just has to keep him there this year. And like and Johnson's worked with him. But I know like Monungai's look pretty good. I mean, he was drafted in like what, the 7th round or something? Like he looks better than Bill does for sure.
5th or 6th out of Rutgers.
Yeah. So I mean, but there's no way that they're drafting somebody. They're going to bring somebody in. Actually, somebody like Travis Etienne would be a good fit over there too.
I think they're going Jeremiah Love, last Infinity Stone, 3 down back. You don't think so? I could easily see them drafting him.
Okay, so
Swift will not be there next year.
When Swift was out, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Swift was out in week 9. Chris Monungai, 26 carries for 176 yards, averaging 6.77 a carry. The Bengals.
Wait, you know who plays the Bengals next week? I think is Trayvon Henderson.
And you know what? Those are some really impressive stats you just threw out there, Chef. You want to know a really crazy one? 76 yards, 6.7 yards per carry, 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, 0 touchdowns. Because they gave it to somebody named Bryce Brown, who I'm
just saying, what the fuck is that? You know, that would piss me off.
I mean, you got to get Bryce Brown involved.
Ben Johnson was a fantasy terrorist that week.
I mean, that's fine. He's still at 176, but like DeAndre Swift had 176 yards.
If he better this
anyway,
Swift had 176 yards.
Bears on the upswing. Vikings look like they have to figure some stuff out.
Yeah,
I watched a little of that game. Monungai hits the fucking hole hard.
Swift
dances around. He tries to go outside. Monungai just puts his head down and runs it straight forward. I love it. I love him. He's my Monungai.
I'm just looking at this transaction history right now, and I forgot that he was on my team. Chef picked him up, dropped him. I picked him up 5 days later.
Yeah.
Dropped him 20 days later.
It's a love
Same
triangle.
day, Chef pick him up, and here we are.
All right, Packers Giants.
Packers what?
Packers Giants.
Look at the camera.
Oh yeah, Packers Giants. You guys lost.
I know, and we should have. We weren't.
Yeah, but it was close. It was closer
close.
though than so that got me thinking. I was like, we always talk about like
that should be your mentality in the playoffs.
We always talk about like system players.
Oh.
I watched the Giants and I thought like, here are the Giants with Jameis Winston and no Jackson Dart, no Malik Neighbors, and I'm like,
no Cam Scatterboo.
They actually no Cam Scatterboo. I was like, they just look like they're pretty good.
They are. Honestly. I think they're going to be a playoff team next year.
I think so.
Dable might have been.
If they can keep Jackson, I will say Jackson Dart needs to be better at literally everything else other than just running straight forward head first into people because he's not going to last long.
Yeah. Love my Giants. Young.
Is this your first time watching Jameis Winston play football? Because this is what he does.
No.
Just stay tuned for next week when he throws 6 interceptions.
Wait, I didn't say Jameis Winston looked good. I had the Giants team, like all the players around them on offense and defense, they just look like they have it together finally. I don't know.
Just wait till Jameis just throws it to the wrong team 6 times.
He will. I have no doubt about that.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers drafted Jameis Winston first overall, and he was down here for 5 years.
Did you hear
that was some of the worst football I've ever fucking watched. It was worse than Josh Freeman.
The horse is preparing for battle, but victory comes from the Lord.
Is he the horse?
Bro.
Hey, You know, if he's the horse, Bryce Young is the jockey.
Well,
The
if
little guy, just call him Seabiscuit. That'd be his new nickname.
this is my rifle, this is my gun.
We don't need to over-index on that one.
Jameis Winston, he's a horse. He's a horse, and he got his carrot this week, and next week he's gonna bite you.
Well, he's
If
just gonna
you have
start.
You know who
to
else got a
him.
carrot in that game?
He ate a carrot. He couldn't eat a
Christian
W.
Watson.
Yeah,
Christian
Watson was really good. 2 TDs.
I was amazed that they paid him money in the offseason. I was like, I mean, I think everyone was shocked about that. I mean, I couldn't believe that. They had all these wide receivers, and they looked so dumb for carrying all these wide receivers, but look at that. All of them got injured, so here they are. Christian Watson.
Well,
I mean,
back
very
and
high
healthy.
on him still.
Yeah.
we've all kind of
Well, roster.
Christian Watson. You flipped him to me, Professor, and then I flipped him to Jordan for God knows what at this point. Probably for Taysom Hill.
Blake Corum, Christian Watson,
Oh, shit,
Taysom
they-
Hill,
they-
Kareem Hunt, some other
Good.
ones.
I'm like, that's the quickest Monday night game I've ever seen. Raiders are awful.
Well, how'd you boys do in your leagues? Where you at?
Let's see.
I don't think I had anybody going tonight.
I won every league except for best ball.
I'm 3 out of 5.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
have you won one in best ball?
Oh crap!
Actually, yeah, he did.
I just lost by 2 points in my other Dynasty league. What?
Oh, I lost. Yeah.
Oh, you know
Was
what?
your,
well,
I'm
you know.
venting that league. Oh my lord!
I beat your brother in best ball by 7 points. Nice.
Facial Tune did get injured. I'm seeing it. now.
Yeah, I told you.
No, I know. No.
Oh my God.
You know who else got injured? Is Josh Jacobs. I wouldn't take a lap there, Jordan.
Yeah.
Not for injury,
Actually-
not for injury, but because he picked up Emmanuel Wilson. Got to clarify that for
Oh, damn, your
Well, of
brother
course.
won by
Yeah,
3
but
points.
I will say, I mean, you know, you can't predict injuries, but
Dude,
as a
Spencer-
good practice,
And what?
Drew
Spencer,
My
Drew-
lord, that's hilarious. Okay.
by a point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Drew beat him by 1 point.
Yeah. That loss he had to me is looking. Ooh, Drewski. Drew might make the playoffs.
That's not good for me. I was counting on Drew losing, but I don't really care. I'm all for it. Anytime Spencer loses, I'm happy.
I agree. We can all agree on that.
He's such a pretender.
I hope he loses every fucking game the rest of the season. Him and James.
Spencer, big fan of the podcast. He's like, I was in the woods taking pictures with my family on Sunday. I was like, motherfucker, I'm watching Red Zone for 8 hours, and you're 8-0 when you're taking pictures in the woods with no service.
Well, you know, Acid
That's the
Venting
secret.
lost so many people weeks.
What did they end up with?
7 points. How many did Puka end up?
Rough.
So if you get negative points for a fumble, or if you should get negative points for a safety. That
I
should
could see
be at
that.
You
least
do.
-2. No, you don't.
I think I don't know. The Packers, though, Jordan Love's been
what-
pretty hot and cold. Also, there have been some whispers lately of Matt LaFleur maybe losing his job. Yeah, game's over.
But yeah, Josh Jacobs got injured. Emmanuel Wilson pick him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, obviously you can't predict injuries. However, I feel like it's a good practice in fantasy football if you have some, you know, roster cloggers or bums on your bench, especially in Dynasty. They're probably not going to do a lot. It's like, drop them and pick up somebody's backup, especially somebody like Josh Jacobs who has like basically the entire workload. It's like you don't want him to get injured, but I mean,
He's got some miles
may
on
as
him.
well take a shot.
I had
on
him
some
for a
insecurity.
while because that very
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I think Josh Jacobs will be fine long term, but
So Drew started Nick Chubb as his RB,
And he still beat him.
who got 1.95. Chris Rodriguez is RB2. And then 0 running backs after that.
okay. Since we're
Fuck.
on Drew's team, I wanted to make sure that we got to this just so that I wanted to have a quick chat about Drew's strategy and then by extension.
Ashley,
I don't know if you guys have heard about this woman named Ashley, but she is in the league and she
Is she?
does play. Yeah, I know, right? And I feel like they both kind of follow the strategy of, well, I'll just always keep my draft picks and one year it's just going to work out.
What a coincidence.
And yet, that has not been the case for either of them by a long shot. And Ashley's team just like really fell apart hard and fast. Like, it's crazy that she's basically in contention for last place with Josh Allen.
That's what happens when you don't make moves.
Like, that's nuts.
Yes. Well, and she was in position to beat me after Josh Allen put up almost 50, 42.
You keep all those, aging people for so long, thinking that then yeah. I won't go into details of all the missed trades, but I mean, she's made waiver additions this year.
She picked up Tess Johnson. That was a good pickup.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, she'll happily ignore and reject trade requests. No.
I mean, nobody knows that for sure. So
No, yeah, no, I don't think that. I don't think that's the case.
You don't.
No. I think they both just follow their own streams and plug my ears and clutch my draft picks, and everything is just gonna work out for me one day.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It hasn't so far, but
I mean, I'd be concerned about a conflict of interest, but they're just both so middling that I'm not.
Yeah, we've got a few different kinds of family members in the league, so it's definitely a concern that I understand. But I think overall it works.
Yeah,
So how
well,
about
shout out
Bengals-
to Professor for cashing in.
Oh, did the trade go through?
What? Nah. You already got your Trey McBride.
Whoa, relax. I got Devon A-Chain too. I'm not done yet though. I'm always making moves. You know me.
Yeah, good luck with Devon A-Chan. I hope
Surprised
he's...
you need to make any moves, because I feel like I just heard about how your team is, just shoo-in to win. So why, don't even need to make any moves.
I'm
Well,
surprised your brother accepted
Jacoby
shout out
Myers.
to your brother,
I'm actually
who
surprised too. He kind of weirdly loves Jacoby Myers for some reason. So that's
I'm definitely buying him a drink. All right, where we at here? Jameis. Okay,
Bengals,
Steelers, Bengals. So the Steelers kind of whooped their ass a little bit. It was in Pittsburgh. We got SpitGate 2.0. Gentlemen. So the season started off with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak, who, if you look back, Dak spit first.
spit at his feet, but yeah, he spit first.
He spit first.
He did.
Jalen Carter, not a man I would spit at.
I loved Dak's face when he saw him do it, and he's like, "I got you, bitch."
Oh, he backed the fuck up.
Man, he got him so good. That was like the most vet thing I've ever seen. Like, the whole locker room went and cracked up about that. Like, you get Jalen Carter kicked out of the whole game. Man,
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they cracked up, but also like Jalen Carter's got a Super Bowl ring and might get another one. Dak doesn't have a shit.
You'd think with all that it would be harder to get a rise out of you, but it wasn't.
Nah, he's a Florida boy. You don't spit on us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't whip out a piece.
Well, Dak's from Mississippi though. Mississippi. I think he's from Mississippi. Maybe he's from Texas. I think he's from Mississippi.
Well, that would explain a lot then.
I'm not privy for the Southern rivalry, so I can't opine there. But I have heard from plenty of people from Texas and Florida that they have some strong feelings about Mississippi.
I mean, I'm not from that area, and I have some strong feelings of never going into Mississippi.
No, I've driven through it, and I'm like, the people here are remarkably stupid.
I'd love to go see some Blues in Jackson, Mississippi. So I'll make sure to be bringing you two with me.
Like, they see a stop sign, and they're just like, this means go? What's up?
I said, I can't wait to go to Jackson, Mississippi for some Blues, and I'll bring you two with me. And I'll say, hey, see those two guys at the bar? They think Mississippi.
No,
stupid.
don't even involve Jordan. I'll walk up to them and tell them they're stupid.
And they're gonna be like, "You're from Florida, aren't you?" You're like, "Yeah, oh man."
Yeah, because they're like, I wish I could make it to Pensacola just a little bit. Anyways, that's enough. That's enough there.
Enough Southern rivalry. Bengals, Steelers. Steelers blew them out. I hate watching Aaron Rodgers, to be honest.
Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey, and then he lied about it.
Well,
course
I
he
wouldn't
did.
call it a lie. He did. He said what he had to say afterwards.
What do you mean? They asked
I
him.
mean, like,
they asked him if he spit on him, and he
What is he
said,
gonna say,
"I did
yes?"
not exchange." He should have.
No,
Tape. There's tape.
there's no writing it. He would have been shit on if he said yes. He would have been shit on if he said no. You may as well say no and see if you can get away with it. I would have said no.
That's a soft ass take, Jordan.
I would have looked right in the camera and be like, I have never spit on a man in my life.
Wait, did Dak admit that he spit on somebody?
No.
Well, Dak didn't have to because he's a baby boy, America's team quarterback. He's Jerry Jones' little special
he said,
child.
Dak,
Who can beat up on the Raiders but can't beat a real fucking team.
that is actually what Jamar should have done. He should have said what Dak said, which when Dak was asked about it, he said that he spit on the ground near Jalen Carter. And that is exactly what Jamar Chase should have said.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But either way, I would have I don't blame him for denying it. I don't think he already did it. He's going to accept the punishment.
So
like,
at
fuck
least,
the reporters.
I'm not pro spitting on another man. I would never spit on another man.
You better be ready if you do.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm ready, but I would still never spit on a man.
Or a woman, hopefully.
At least Dak did it like at the beginning of the game to a specific player who he knew was going to respond. The way Jamar Chase did it, bad move. At first, I thought Ramsey. Also, if you're punching a guy in a helmet, like, does it really matter? Is that really ejectable? Like, they get hit way harder in the head anyway. Like, if anything, you're turning your hand.
Yeah. It's also like added injury. I actually read something. I was on a Reddit thread like a few days ago, and they were talking about that. And it was somebody used to play football, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, whenever that happens, like, it doesn't hurt as obviously as bad as if somebody socked you in the head with that helmet, but like, it kind of like, you know, shakes your head up a little bit, it can hurt your ear quite a bit and like make your ears ring. So like, it can be rather unfortunate.
If a man spits on you, you should make their ears ring at the bare minimum. So shout out Jalen Ramsey.
It was pretty unprofessional. Also, like, you'd never see Justin Jefferson doing that shit.
Also, like, when you guys were when you were dunking on the Steelers a couple weeks ago and you had like 300 yards or whatever, like, you weren't spitting on anyone. Like, don't be a sore fucking loser. Like, come on. Like, bullshit.
Pretty low class move.
Rams, Hawks, Darnold, 4 interceptions. Is he turning into a pumpkin, Professor?
It's hard for him to turn into a pumpkin because he never stopped being a pumpkin.
Well, it wouldn't be the first quarterback with 4 interceptions in a game that you've hyped up this season, so maybe you should reconsider that statement.
Who else would that be? I don't know any other quarterback that's had 4 interceptions in a game this season.
He's on your roster.
You talking about JJ?
That's number 9 himself.
He didn't have 4
I
in
thought
a
you were going
game.
to say Justin Fields, but I'm like, Justin Fields doesn't have 4 completions to either team.
JJ had 2. He hasn't had 4 in a game. 4 in a game is hard to do.
I think, I'm sorry.
It was over 2 games.
You caught me with some incorrect stats. Let me correct it for the show here. It was 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles in one game.
Who?
JJ McCarthy.
3 fumbles.
3 fumbles and 2 interceptions. And in
Wait,
fact,
was
he's
it 3
thrown
fumbles lost? Was it 3 fumbles lost?
1 lost.
3 turnovers. Still less.
I'm just saying, you know,
I know.
these games happen.
They happen,
know.
but
Even
JJ
Allen threw for a couple interceptions in that last game.
he did. JJ's
Josh
a rookie, though. He didn't play last year. So I'm not going to compare a rookie to Sam Darnold.
He's not a rookie.
He is a rookie. He didn't play a snap last year. What are we talking about?
That's not
Okay.
a rookie.
All right.
I blame myself for bringing up JJ McCarthy. If we go back to
He's a redshirt rookie. He's a redshirt rookie. You happy? He's a redshirt rookie. Why do they call him redshirt freshman? Because they didn't play. There's actually
This ain't college, bro.
I blame myself for bringing up McCarthy. I was being facetious. If we go back to Sam Darnold,
9.
you know, this is a guy
I
who
like
up until
McCarthy.
last week
I like McCarthy,
was
but don't call him a rookie. He's not a
Wait,
fucking rookie.
Let him talk about the Seahawks. He's a resident Seahawks fan.
Darnold was the number 1 quarterback in damn near every statistic on the year. The
Before
number
last game.
1 quarterback before last game. So, like, you know, he did have a bad game.
Did a horrible.
It happens.
That's
It happens.
that's the Hawks copium right there. I love it.
I'm not even like a huge Seahawks fan. Amazed me when I saw the stats a couple weeks ago. Been that good.
So, do you have any faith? Like, if the Seahawks make the playoffs,
Well, I don't
do
think they're
you
beating
think,
the
do you
Rams.
think Darnold's not going to throw 4 picks from the first round?
They played the Rams, he might.
Yeah, I don't think it matters because they're not beating the Rams.
Or the
They're just not.
Eagles. They might beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
They might beat the Eagles.
I don't think so.
It'd be close.
The
No.
Hawks?
Yeah. Do you think the Hawks beat the Niners? I don't think maybe.
I think the Hawks will absolutely beat the Niners.
I think it'd be
Not
close.
with not with
Purdy was
Purdy
good.
back.
Yeah, pretty good.
The Niners defense too is like decimated right now. I mean, they lost Fred Warner, all these people. I mean, this is not a strong Niners team.
Yeah.
Niners, Cards. Purdy's back.
41
Purdy's
points.
back.
Do they need
What?
a defense? They scored 41 points. Do they need a defense?
Well, they're playing
Ask the
Arizona.
Bengals.
Arizona just spots you like 20 in the first quarter. It's kind of their MO. And then John Gannon, he's just like, that's his thing. Fire that motherfucker. That dude sucks.
George
Dude
Kittle.
sucks. Oh, shout out to Jacoby Brissett, though.
Yeah.
47 completions, NFL record.
Shout out to Michael Wilson.
Yeah,
108.
Jordan, take a lap.
Yeah.
He was
like 200 yards? Like 200
he was
yards?
the last pick of one of our rookie
I remember
drafts, and he has been a roster clogger this whole time. I just never got rid of.
Me for that pick because I had a bunch of force.
I
in
think
that
I
pick.
did. Yeah, I don't know why it always is like that during the dynasty rookie drafts. You get to that last round and you just craft these stories for yourself of like, I gotta get in here. I gotta get this like no name
sometimes it
player.
hits, sometimes it doesn't.
I got Tony
Yeah,
Morgan
the
in
fourth
fourth.
round ones
The fourth
though.
is great. You got Bucky Irvin in the fourth. I got Tony
No
Morgan in the
shit.
fourth. Like the fourth has some goons.
Oh wow.
You get some
Yeah.
gems in the fourth.
But yeah, he popped off. So that was crazy. We'll see if it's sustainable.
Well,
looked
I
good.
mean, also shout out to Jacoby Brissett, 400 yards, NFL record, 47 completions. They got their ass whooped.
Because the defense.
It is kind of like when you look at that stat though, it's kind of odd that like it's kind of crazy he threw 47 times. I mean, I know 450
No,
yards
he had
is a lot.
47 completions. He threw.
I know,
He
but like
threw
I
almost
know that
50 times.
So like I'm just curious.
I think it was like 58,
And for 57.
47 for 58,
That's pretty
which
good.
is pretty
So-
good for Jacoby.
But that's so many completions for the amount of yards. Like for reference, when Russell Wilson threw for 450 and 3 on the
Right, but
Giants
they were-
earlier this season, he had 30 completions. 17 less
Mm.
and 2 less yards. That's kind of it's just weird. Like it's not like bad or good. I'm just saying it's kind of like a
They're
bizarre.
drinking
And they were in
occurrence.
garbage time in the second quarter.
Yeah.
But they're just getting that ass beat. And
Trey
their head
McBride's
coach
monster.
is just emotionless.
Brad's a monster for sure.
McBride's a monster. They're probably going to trade Murray. That dumpster fire of an organization. And we'll move on. Ravens barely take out the Browns.
Browns are a good team.
Shador Sanders came in. Kind of looked like ass. Myles Garrett, pretty good. Not great for fantasy football. Derrick Henry had a nice game. Watch out for the Ravens. They're 5-5. I said this earlier. They're probably going to snatch this division from Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm over the Ravens, man.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel
agree with
you like
Jordan.
how you were talking about the Buccaneers earlier and like the weird spot that they're in. I feel like the Ravens are in like a similar spot, but people treat them like they aren't.
No. Different
fair,
spot
like they always-
because Baker's not Lamar.
Exactly. But like, man, they got to make a change.
I think it has to be a head
Big
coach.
Baker's not Lamar.
This is not Lamar. As far as a game-changing talent, bro, don't even give me that. 2-time MVP should have been 3. Don't be
He's on the
disrespectful.
field. He's on the field more than Lamar.
No, not really, because he
Lamar's
got
usually
benched.
pretty healthy.
Yeah, Lamar's been
Lamar's
pretty
usually
healthy
pretty
past
healthy.
like 2. Okay, that was a
That
bad.
took me a second.
That's a bad move by the Browns. That's
But I mean, I can't remember when this came up. It was like maybe a year or 2 ago. But forget about Baker. You know how much Dak?
Let Jordan get his point.
You know how
out.
much shit? You know how much shit Dak gets for being a playoff flop? If you look at Lamar's playoff record, it's not good.
Oh, I agree.
And yet Lamar doesn't get any of that heat. Now I'm not saying Dak's better than Lamar. I'm just saying fair is fair, and that's kind of how I feel about the Ravens in
think
general.
the
Like I don't know if it's on
difference is
Lamar
The difference
or
is
Harbaugh.
Lamar's losing
but-
to Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
It's fair. That's
right?
fair.
Like I
I
don't
get
even know who. I mean, Dak lost to. Did Dak lose to T. Law? No, Herbert lost to Dak lost to Jordan Love. Listen,
It was Herbert.
Herbert. Yeah,
Herbert got
Dak lost to
decimated by the
everyone.
Texans.
yeah. He lost. I'm like, come on, he was with Jordan Love, bro.
They
Like,
beat
who
the
are we with
Raiders
Jordan Love?
tonight. They took the Raiders tonight. Good.
I can't take the Ravens seriously if they're not going to make a major change after what they did last year. Last year that was their window and they didn't have it.
I think this season's their window.
Like Derrick Henry.
in my opinion,
I think they got a
Patrick
shot.
Mahomes is out and Joe Burrow's out. It's literally just Josh Allen. It's
That's
Josh
fair.
Allen and Lamar. This is your window, or
Yeah.
Bo Nix too, I guess, and Daniel Jones, right? As
Mm.
far as teams, but it's like if you're a quarterback and you want like a dance, like you don't got Patty and you don't got Joe Burrow, the only 2 guys to get to the Super Bowl in the AFC in the last like 6-7 years, Say what you will about Lamar, but Josh Allen hasn't made a Super Bowl either. It's just been.
It would be like the Chiefs though to fuck the Ravens out of it again. Like that's the last thing they accomplished this year.
The Patriots would stomp the Ravens.
No, they would not.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Patriots would win as well. Actually, I don't think it'd be a stomping, but I think they would win. I just don't have any faith that like that. Their defense, I don't know. I love Lamar obviously, but
if they play Chandler,
I think it might be time for Harbaugh to go.
Then yeah, I could see it. But if they're running Ramondre Stevenson 50-50 split,
so which one is it?
It's personnel. But no, I'm taking the Ravens. You were taking the Ravens. I was out. I was pro Chiefs.
I think the Ravens are going to make a run. I don't think that means they're good. I just think the AFC is kind of good.
The Ravens look like to me like the
but they're just going to
when we had Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's momentum. They got momentum right now. What they were top 3 straight? The Ravens. I think it's 3 straight.
Yeah, they're going to the soft part of their schedule. They got Lamar back. Like they beat the Browns by like 3 points. Like, come on, don't fucking. The Browns defense is nasty, but their offense fucking sucks ass. And Shadir Sanders sucks.
Okay, he didn't get.
When the Ravens fall apart,
the Ravens fall apart. They really fall apart. He sucks ass. Jordan, does he suck at Sanders?
The jury's still out, bro.
No question. There's no jury.
That's jury. They didn't give him a snap all season with the first team offense. What do you think he's going to look like? There's no chemistry.
You don't need a jury when you have video evidence.
Yeah, okay. The former resident Baker Mayfield and Caleb Williams hater. I'm not gonna. You might keep me off way too quickly.
You're talking about first round draft picks. Everybody,
first round, first overall.
He wasn't even good in college.
First overall,
he should have been a first round. He's not a fifth round. He's not a fifth round talent, though. We know that. Should he have gone in the 5th round? No.
He looked like fifth round talent.
You are what you are.
Also,
he's a 5th round talent because he got drafted in the 5th round. So that's where NFL teams evaluated his talent.
Draft scenario I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
we'll take a side then.
He looked like shit. He was like 4 for 17.
He looked like dog shit. He should have had like 3 more interceptions. He should have been worse.
He was getting outplayed by Kenny Pickett in practice. Kenny Pickett, the smallest hands alive. Mr. Two Glove. He was getting outplayed by Mr. Two Glove.
I can't write a player off after one game. That's crazy.
What is everyone? Why are people like so desperate to cling to this idea of Shadir Sanders?
I watched him in college for 4
I'm writing the Browns off. I'm writing the Browns off.
I'm not gonna say he's ass.
I would write the Browns off. They've historically been terrible. I think Browns fans write the Browns off.
You got it. Unless their name is Quinshawn Judkins.
Yeah.
Well, I played against him last week. He got 4 points. That's
the Brown effect.
He's all training on
the Browns effect.
That's for sure. I don't know that.
Chiefs, Broncos. Broncos keep finding ways to win. The Chiefs done? They out of playoff contention?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Capiche.
Are they technically?
Is there anything the refs can do about it?
So the Chargers are 7-4. Denver's 9-2. KC's 5-5. The Chargers beat them game 1. So as of now, they have to.
Is there anything Taylor Swift can do about this?
I think
not DeAndre Swift.
I know. I think Kelsey.
Come on, boys.
I think
it's highly disputed.
Travis.
Like right now?
No, after this season.
He's either going to retire or he's going to keep playing and get CTE.
That's a hot take.
The drama is going to continue.
Yeah, get CTE. I don't know. What if you're in, you know what? I don't waste time.
He's either going to retire or keep playing.
Sometimes I think, the writing is on the wall with these people, with the NFL players, where like, if you take a page out of Batman, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And some of these people with this brain damage over time, they don't stop. They keep going, and eventually you just see him turn.
Right, but what is the alternative to him not playing or keeping playing?
What do you mean?
Are you just saying he's not going to be ambiguous about it? Like what is the third option?
The third option? I don't know.
He said he's either going to retire or keep playing. So what's the third option?
Oh, and then he's gonna if he keeps playing, I do worry that he's gonna be one of those people that ends up getting fucked up.
I think he's already fucked up.
there's a lot more like screaming off the sideline, pushing Andy Reid all the time. He
I
looks
like
like
Reid.
he
I
has
like Reid
every
there.
blood vessel is about to pop all the time now. Like, it doesn't look like he's having fun ever. Like, and I'm just like, I don't know. It just feels like something is weird now.
So
I
you're
don't know, I
saying
get
the
weird
third
vibes.
option is you could pull an Antonio Brown and just ditch his jersey and run into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
running into the tunnel, did you see that pop in Texas?
Yes, I did see
Texas
that.
A&M?
I did see
Yeah,
that.
did you see that trooper?
Yeah, and he was dismissed of his duties for the rest of the game. Thank goodness. Texas State trooper. I don't know what he was doing.
What the fuck? Let's keep going before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Bloomberg, KT.
Yeah.
All right. Philadelphia beat the Lions. John, you're pretty low on the Lions. I don't have a lot of faith in Philadelphia, but they managed to keep winning. And they won the Super Bowl last year.
AJ Brown might combust, but they keep winning. And
I think
Detroit,
AJ Brown's fine.
he's fine. I think
that
he's
is
gonna come
so
alive in the playoffs.
overblown. I think
I
that
would-
is so overblown. Jordan, what is your take on you still have Saquon? You own Saquon.
He does.
You're a Saquon owner. Hasn't had the season he had last year. What's your take on the Eagles, Jordan?
I think they're horrible to watch. I think that they're just as bad to watch as the Chiefs were last year.
Right, but they're winning.
Yeah, but the Chiefs were winning last year too, and it was still annoying and horrible to watch. It was bad football every fucking. Yep, it's just a different flavor of bad football, you know. But it's just the irony is crazy because the Chiefs are coming off the Super Bowl victory. They went the whole year playing football that nobody wanted to watch, and then here are the Eagles coming off the Super Bowl victory, and then every week you're like, "This is a slog." It's like, cool.
It's fucking
I'm
ugly.
I don't mind the tush
ugly.
push, but Jesus, I don't want to watch you do it 4 fucking times after slowly march down the field. Like, would you guys? I don't know why they have not fired their offensive coordinator yet, but like the routes that AJ Brown and Devonta Smith are running, if you look at the comparison of the route trees from last year to this year, it's crazy. It's like I drew them. It's just like a straight line here and there, and then that's it. And there's no creativity. So like, it's definitely at least I'd say 80% on the offensive coordinator at this point. I think like obviously they've had some people leave on the offensive side and defensive side on the ball, which makes it harder to like make holes for Barkley, and that's been a big impact there. But man, that the lack of creativity in any play calling has just made them pitiful to watch. I mean, it just irritates me. Bad football. At the end of the day, football is entertainment. I'm not being entertained.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean they're winning, but I agree with you. It's tough to watch.
It's not a good break.
It might
Tough to
also be
watch.
one of those situations too where like, yep, you might be winning like that, you know, during the season, but like, is playing like that gonna pay off in the playoffs or the Super Bowl? I don't know. Like, I don't know if that works there.
Veterans still worth acquiring before deadline hits.
What was that?
Veterans that are still worth acquiring before the trade deadline hits for us.
Yeah, when is our trade deadline? In
Week
avocado
14.
toast? So we've got quite a few weeks left.
Yeah, it's basically like it's the second to last week before the playoffs start, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley.
I think if I was a contending team, I think I would trade for Christian McCaffrey before I would trade for Saquon. I mean, if it was just
Saquon's
this
younger.
year, I feel like I have more confidence. I do have more confidence that Saquon is going to play longer at a higher level than CMC at this point, based off what I've seen and like the injury history. But this year specifically, there's no doubt that CMC is far better for fantasy and in real life, for that matter, because it's been rough over there for Barkley and the Eagles in the run game. But you see Tank Bigsby too. Tank Bigsby has had some runs, some explosive runs where I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck, Saquon? Like, Tank can get in there and do that? I was like, where's your juice? I mean, maybe he's just, you know, banged up from all the hard hits. But, man.
Talking about
He's
veterans.
he's an every other season guy.
Veterans worth acquiring before the trade deadline hits. Going deep Dynasty insights.
Yeah, this was
Christian McCaffrey.
nobody's getting Christian McCaffrey from me.
Okay, so you're gonna be the next Ashley? It's Josh Allen in our league specifically. Is he worth acquiring?
I think Josh Allen.
The manager isn't going to negotiate with you.
Think about this: the going rate for
You're
Josh
probably
Allen.
the only one who can go get Josh Allen. Why don't you go offer Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams and a first for Josh Allen?
It's too
No,
much.
Ashley would die before she will not. She would stop playing before she did that. The going rate is 3 firsts and depending on who you're talking with or what the firsts are, it's like 3 firsts plus, right? That's a lot of draft capital. Josh Allen is also getting older. Now, I'm not like afraid of the age or anything, but if you're going to trade 3 firsts for somebody, that is like kind of a factor, especially when you think like, well, you could have drafted Jaden Daniels with a first. You know, like what quarterbacks
what
are
I'm
coming in
saying.
2027? Like
I'm
Drake May,
saying
you could have drafted
Professor
with a
has
first.
the ammo to go
Like,
get him if he wanted him.
but
Yeah.
that's a
And
lot of
quarterbacks
draft
will need for
capital.
you.
Would you rather have Drake May, Ibuka, and Jaden Daniels, or one Josh Allen?
Yeah.
And Buka.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he isn't worth 3 firsts, but I would not trade 3 firsts for him. What do you think, Professor?
Well, he's not going to
I
play
would-
the
I would
Bucks
not.
every week.
No, well, he actually, before this last game where he exploded, he was actually QB8. So,
Then he played the Bucks. Like Tyrod Taylor could have been some. Like, no offense to your quarterback one, but
one. Caleb Williams is my quarterback one.
huh?
You know that.
The Bucks like we suck. Oh no, we sucky. Like we're terrible.
You're not terrible. Don't say that. We're talking about the game. Okay. Who is.
I mean, you can go to the game and still have fun, but like,
You guys don't suck. Aren't
The
you winning your
Buccaneers don't
division?
suck. I don't understand.
yeah, we're
You're getting red. Listen, I want you to be here. I want you to be in Florida when I get there in a couple weeks. So
You're starting to take the
Where
shade of
am I
Bruce
gonna
Arians.
let's
go?
go red, bro, right now. I want you to keel over. Okay.
my
The real
God.
Bruce Arians look.
So with who do you guys like to finish making the playoffs in avocado toast?
The way it is right now. I would project that Chef would get into the playoffs before Drew.
But actually, after Drew's win against Spencer this week,
Well, Drew,
And that's one win. He's
but-
starting Chris Rodriguez and Nick Chubb. I don't care about one win. That's not as big
that's
of a
fair.
deal to me. Like,
Appreciate it.
I just
but-
Professor, I
brother
think this
and
is your
Ashley.
year. I think if you got a shot, this is your year.
for me,
Yeah, you.
I'm built for now and forever. I will, but I
Okay.
won't for this year. I will say
There's the
the Moxie. Drew has Ashley and my brother left to play. Those are two coin flip for Jordan, and then it's J-Bo, whose team is kind of like falling off a little bit. But I don't know. I think I have Drew taking out Fernie.
okay.
The same.
Fernie has JT,
He does, but he also doesn't have very much of a good team outside of that.
Justin Jefferson, George Pickens,
Justin Jefferson.
Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Okay, so
Travis Kelce,
he put up 124 points.
Matt Stafford, who you said was going to win the Super Bowl.
He put up 124 points. Justin Jefferson had 9 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 5 points.
Now, do you think that's because of Justin Jefferson?
What are you talking
Do you
about?
think
You're
that's
talking
because
about
of
1
Justin
week.
Jefferson, or the
Donnie
guy
Smith
throwing
had
him the
0
football?
points.
Yeah,
Why
you want to know what happened week 7,
had
John?
such a low?
Your number 1 wide receiver right now, Nico Collins, week 7. Guess who had 5 points? Nico Collins. Week 1, guess who had 4 points? Nico Collins. You can't look at just 1 week and be like, oh, this wide receiver is dog shit.
That's not what I said. I'm saying that.
But you said Amon-Ra had 5 points.
I'm going through the list. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
JT is not going to be enough to carry. And Jordan Love is injured. Like, his team hasn't really been scoring that
Well,
many
he hasn't dropped 50 on you yet.
And I played week
that-
15.
To be fair,
Do you think that Rico Dowdle and Jonathan Taylor, I mean, you can't ignore that they are
I
a
love
threat to
Rico
put up
Dowdle,
60
but Rico
points.
Dowdle,
They're a threat to put up 60 points between the two of them every week.
Rico Dowdle,
Like, that's a threat.
Rico Dowdle pre Chuba Hubbard and post Chuba Hubbard, 2 different backs. Like when he was just by himself, dude was like top 5 world beater.
Could happen again, though.
It could
I
happen
don't
again,
know.
but you know,
Jordan Love, you make a good point with Jordan Love being injured. He's also been pretty hot and cold. And in fact, like, he put up 28, 9, 8,
But
17. I'm
guess
looking
who
at
has
Travis
the
Hill.
season-
like I'm not trusting Cam Kelsey.
guess who has a season-ending injury in Atlanta? Michael Penix.
Kirk Cousins, great. I hope he starts Kirk Cousins down the stretch.
Yeah, that's
I hope he
but
starts it.
Yeah, so he might
he
not.
also
be
has Matt Stafford. He's been playing
Last
lights
time was
out.
great. Last time was the
He
best
might
QB right
not
now.
be a great real-life quarterback. He's still a viable.
Kirk Cousins is not a
Super
viable
flex.
No, I would rather put in like DJ Moore,
Justin
Kirk
Fields.
Cousins in my super flex. I rather would put Justin Fields to be good running.
I'm glad you brought up DJ Moore because I meant to bring this up earlier and we just we blew past some other stuff, but I realized this earlier. BTJ's year last year, kind of like strikingly similar to the one really, really good year that DJ Moore had with Justin Fields. And like, it's always accepted that DJ Moore has been a good wide receiver, but he has never been considered this like, alpha wide receiver or anything like that everyone with BTJ. And I'm like, how hard is it for these guys to have like a DJ Moore-esque season? And I'm like, is that what BTJ had? Is it still that he is obviously still a good wide receiver, but he's not that like Jamar Chase?
We talked about this. He's not Malik Neighbors, which is why he was the number 2 at LSU when he was playing with Malik Neighbors. So when they got tape on him,
DJ Moore.
No, now we're talking BTJ. We talked about this on an earlier podcast. It's like, listen, when they drafted Travis Hunter, that should have been the first and
they picked up Jacoby, and like it or not, I mean, the ball is going to be spread around a lot more between Parker Washington, Jacoby, Travis Hunter, BTJ next year. But anyway, I think that my 4 that I would project to go to the playoffs are the top 4 right now.
You gonna make a pick for the championship? We'll make a pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see anyone beating Spencer.
Ooh, I already did, and he lost today. I'm gonna go myself.
Yeah,
gonna say very good championship matchups. Go myself.
Isn't it kind of comforting though, John, to know that like, Jabo, James, Spence, like no one's going to be able to just like, you're not going to wake up one morning and see that one of them is traded for Josh Allen. Like, nope, not possible.
Yeah.
What won't happen?
Yeah, none of them.
He's locked up.
None of them have spouses or siblings in the league.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big advantage.
Who's your number 1, Chef?
To win of the 4 playoff teams.
Yeah, me, 100%.
Who's your number 2?
Also me.
Okay, so you're not taking it serious.
Slippery man.
Matchup. We got a matchup for your playoff life next week.
Me.
I'm taking me to blowout. Travion Henderson plays the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm seeing a 40-piece incoming.
Cool.
That would not shock me.
Yeah, historically, Travion Henderson's a much better running back than Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey? I mean, how many points did you put up last week?
Christian?
No. 34. As a team. 34. That's not going to get it done against me, dog.
Okay.
That's not.
You
want to do a bet? I'm on Steve for 3 weeks.
I mean, we can retroactively play.
Let's do a bet. I mean, I beat you earlier in the season too, so I didn't want to have to bring that up.
Oh, are we? By the way, on that note, are we? What 0-3 against you this year collectively on the pod
against John?
Professor?
This
year?
No,
0-2. You mean the other podcast? No, Drew.
No.
Oh, you mean you two?
Yeah.
No, you two are.
Yeah, I think between. Oh, I thought I played you twice.
You do, but I play you in 2 weeks again.
Okay, now let's do historically.
I am looking in previous leagues. I don't see the year that you want to chip Sauce.
Oh, I haven't.
So historically, you've just lost later than I did. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But you've got so you've got Chef next week, and then your brother with his.
No. I got Sauce. Then I got Matt. I just played my brother.
Oh yeah, Chef is playing Matt. Yeah.
You got this, bud.
And then I got you after Matt.
You're gonna do the war.
You got
paint?
James to round out the year.
War paint? You gonna do the 9?
Working out.
I don't need to.
Yep. You don't need to.
Tell me. No, he's on bye.
Tyrod.
He's not playing. I will make that bet. Actually.
Yeah, he's on like fractured elbow.
He's not coming back.
You gonna start Tyrod?
I might.
Ugh.
You do you, bro.
Listen.
Ugh.
Back to back, most points.
Back to back what? Most points.
You know, I think by the time I'm down there, that's when I play Fernie.
It's gonna be a tough one.
You're not down here yet, bro.
We'll see whose team holds up health wise, Mark, because he's got an old team. Fernie.
Well,
I'm tough to beat twice too. I'm a tough team to beat twice. J-Bo knows that.
He's gonna have a deliciously tough time after this year.
Deliciously.
The team takes a quick break on this ridiculously long episode so that Chef can consume more alcohol when he clearly does not need it, and that Jordan can update his spreadsheets while Professor is making sure to pick the absolute worst teams for Week 12.
Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Let's have a drink and let's talk through it. Hey. Highly disputed.
Oh,
I put CMC on the trade block for like a minute.
Yeah.
John made an offer. Spencer made an offer.
Sure.
J-Bo made an offer. and
Sure, all the
Fernie made
vultures
an
came.
offer. Fernie offered me Joe Mixon, a 2028 first, and like a third round pick. And I declined it. And he's like, with all respect, Christian McCaffrey is 29 and has a season ending injury, where Joe Mixon is like getting healthy. And I'm like, bro, Joe Mixon is the same age as Christian McCaffrey. And I would just much rather have him.
Also, that's not true. Joe Mixon is not just like getting healthier.
No, he's not.
There's no news about
But
that
I'm
whatsoever.
confused because Joe Mixon actually has a season-ending injury, and Christian McCaffrey is playing. I know, but historically speaking, Joe Mixon is injured right now.
Yeah. And they're the same age.
Historically
But
speaking,
he's
they
like,
both
why?
played.
He's like, why would you keep a injured 29-year-old running back?
Well, no, I'm not. You want me to
But-
trade for one? I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just amazed that he offered you the first and that he started there.
In 2028?
So
But you know
But,
me.
I mean,
don't,
even
like,
still,
I
for
don't
him,
care about
that's-
2028.
for him, that's I would have expected
I
like
could be dead in 2028.
I would have
man.
expected him to offer you a 28 second and Mixon and like Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, so
that's what my
that's
initial
typical.
offer I would have expected.
That's his
Right,
bread and
right,
butter.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, maybe like a third
Yeah.
sprinkled in there.
I mean,
Wait, it wouldn't have been a third. It would have
John
been
offered me
Malik
something
Washington.
pretty good. John had a
You don't
pretty
know.
good
You don't
offer.
know.
I know you offered it to it. I mean, it's not a. I
No, no, I said
expected
you don't know
everyone.
Riley Leonard.
That's no secret.
That was a core piece of the trade. I just knew you liked to be shamed for that. I included Riley Leonard in my trade.
That was a low ball. That was a low ball. I appreciate it. I appreciate you come in low.
That'd be
You come in
creative.
low. You gotta come in low.
Okay.
When you start things out, come in low.
I was getting creative.
All right.
Oh, one of my something that James does a lot, real quick on this last note, which really cracks me,
Whoa.
is that he offers me he'll put Malik Washington as another good example.
Try to make you think it's Malik Neighbors.
He also tried to pull this with like Darius Slayton, where like these are players that I have dropped to
Like, you trying to
waivers
send me
this same
Darius
season.
Slayton?
and then he tries to trade them back to me, and I'm like, bro, I already dropped them. Why the fuck you think I'm gonna trade you for him? Like, I already made the decision, not on my team. What the fuck you think value add that's gonna be for me bringing these people back? Like, if you believe in them, that's fine. You keep them.
I've talked about the Travis Kelce trade on this podcast, and so I drafted Travis Kelce in startup.
I don't even remember what you got for. Oh, you got Brock Purdy. That's right.
I did get Brock Purdy,
Terry. Yeah.
which eventually got me Christian McCaffrey, which I'm content with now.
I think we're
Sorry.
through the list. So,
All right, let's make our picks for next week, and let's see.
oh yeah,
Just quick, no analysis, just gut instinct. All right, Thursday, November 20th.
does Jordan know?
Bills at
Oh, yeah, I guess you watched. So we're just gonna make our picks, and then we're
I
writing down.
understand. You start. I get it.
Bills at Texans Thursday.
Bills.
Texans. Well, Texans if CJ Stroud is not playing. If CJ Stroud is playing,
No,
Bills.
fuck that. No,
I'm
Make
serious
a
though.
pick.
I'm serious though. Davis Mills is 2-0.
You don't get a caveat.
All right, let me see if he's still concussed. It's a split
That
week.
is funny though. That's some shade right there.
That's
You
not
do
shade. Make a pick. There's no spread. This is
All right.
just take the Bills.
No, I'm not taking the Bills. This is
Okay, you're taking the Texans, regardless of who's quarterback.
Regardless.
I'm taking the Bills.
Texans.
All right.
Jordan
York
has
Jets.
Bills, right?
All right. We'll find out. New York Jets at Ravens.
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 Professor.
Ravens. Easy.
Ravens.
Easy.
Ravens.
Justice Field is
Steelers
not playing.
at Bears. Steelers at Bears.
The Bears.
Chicago is favored.
They should be.
I'm taking the Steelers here. I don't believe in the Bears.
All right.
What do you, Jordan?
Bears.
Bears. Patriots at Bengals. Y'all know how I feel about this. Got the Pats.
Pats.
Consensus.
Yeah. Henderson becomes a top 10 back after this game.
Giants at,
I think he is already. But anyway, yeah.
yeah, he's top 10 on John's team. New York Giants at Lions. What do you mean, ew? Detroit's gonna whoop that ass. You want to take the Giants here with Jameis fucking Hamilton Winston?
Whoop that ass.
Wait,
Bro, the
but-
Lions have been playing like booty, bro.
Hold on. Quick question: do the Lions play in a dome?
Yeah, they're playing at home.
Then I'll take the Lions.
Yeah, Goff does play better
Yeah.
than them, but still.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a fair weather quarterback, that's for sure.
Can't blow my shot. I forget the song. John, Hamilton fan?
No, as I've seen the
I don't
play,
like-
but
I don't like
I don't
musicals.
know. I don't know the song. I don't remember the song. I should say. Wow, Detroit's a 10.5 point favorite. I would actually put money on that. That's crazy. That's way too much.
I would
Yeah,
say that if
New
they
York
weren't
is
playing in a
plus-
dome,
New
I would
York
bet
is
on
plus
the Giants.
410.
Okay, yeah, I got the Giants.
I'm taking the line. Dude, is Jameis going to be your quarterback?
I don't know how Jackson. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Giants regardless.
All right, fair. Vikings versus Packers in Lambeau.
The Vikings,
Packers. Colts, Chiefs in Kansas
Colts.
City.
Colts.
Colts for me.
Yeah, Colts. Yeah. Sorry. They both
It's gonna
beat
be
York
really
City.
The Chiefs are
satisfying
3.5
if
point
Daniel
favorites.
Jones beats Pat Mahomes.
Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites, which I think is just
Yeah, that might be easy money. Chiefs are
Dip- The Colts just got Sauce Gardner too.
Chiefs are sunk this year.
3.5 point favorites is pretty disrespectful.
Okay.
Seahawks.
Okay.
It's pretty wild to be betting that the
Seahawks
Daniel
at
Jones
Titans.
Colts
That's
are gonna beat
a
them.
layup.
Seahawks are
Yeah,
13 point favorites. I also think that's a bit disrespectful.
I think the Titans are that bad.
You think that's disrespectful to the Titans? I don't think the
13?
Titans. I don't think.
I agree. Cam Ward doesn't think they deserve respect.
But what about Tajay Spears though?
Take
This is gonna run a train on the Seahawks. Got those fresh legs coming off that injury all year.
It's him spearing.
There's no
that's my spear
fucking way.
motion.
Yeah, there's no way that the Seahawks don't annihilate the Titans.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Annihilate.
go on a limb. This is aggressive. I'm gonna go.
No,
take the
don't.
Titans. I'm gonna take the Titans. I'm gonna take the Titans.
Boy,
There's an upset
Love
every week.
that.
There's an upset every week. I'm gonna take this one.
not for them. When's the last time they won a game?
Yeah, Professor's
do.
taking one for the clicks here. He's taking one for the views. I love
Mm.
it.
Okay, Sam Darnold didn't look great last week, so
Yeah, and the Titans haven't looked great all year.
they have a pretty good defense, though. They do.
They got that one guy at D tackle. All right. Browns versus Raiders.
God, is it?
It's
Man.
in Las Vegas.
I think we can all agree that no matter what, that'll be the worst game of the week.
No matter what, both teams are gonna lose. Can I vote for a
Yeah.
tie?
I got to give it to the.
I'll
I give
take
it to
the
the Raiders.
Browns. I don't know. I'm taking the Browns. The
Shadur's
Browns
got-
are actually favored. I don't know who their quarterback is, but I know who the Raiders quarterback is.
Yeah, I'm going to Browns for sure.
Jordan.
I'll go Raiders. By the way, the
I'm
Titans
sorry.
have won one game all season.
Yeah, the one-
And it was against the Cardinals. And they won by 1 point.
Kyler Murray, Cardinals.
Probably. It was
Probably.
in October.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, I'll take the Raiders there, but I don't feel good about it.
That's fine. I don't feel good about the game entirely. Philadelphia at the Cowboys in Dallas. Yeah, I got Philly. Jordan, seems like you're leaning Cowboys.
They win tonight? What was
Yes.
the score?
They dominated, but they also played the Raiders.
Mm.
I picked up Jake Ferguson off waivers. I should not have traded him. My team would be much better with him.
Oh yeah, wasn't that one of the waiver trash trades you did with John?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I believe all three of the guys I received back are not on my roster.
Oh, well,
Yep,
He
that's a nasty
flew me-
one.
he
Gesicki, Wilson, and Ritter. Yeah. What Wilson?
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
It was fine.
that's fine.
I
I don't have him anymore either.
I think the Eagles are due for a loss. I'm gonna give it to the Cowboys.
All right, Falcons versus Saints.
I got the Saints pretty handedly, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Kirk Cousins and no
another
Drake London?
gross one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're playing Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
he's
they've
better
got-
than Kirk Cousins.
Where are they playing?
Is he
In New
though?
Orleans.
They're in New
I'll
Orleans.
give it. I'm gonna give it to the Saints.
All right, I'm taking the Falcons.
Yeah. I think like the no Drake London part that really Darnell Mooney is not it.
But I mean, Kirk Cousins wasn't thrown to Drake London anyways because he was on the fucking practice squad. So
That's another stinky matchup for sure.
it's stinky. Bucks going into LA.
LA. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking the Bucks because they're my fucking team, but
For the clicks? Thanks, bro.
I am hoping that that's going to be a
I mean, I'm gonna take the
shootout.
Bucks
I
regardless.
think it
I'll
will
take
be.
the Bucks against like if they're like it's
Against the best
Jesus
team in the
Christ
division.
with the Bucks. I'll be like Bucks, and that's
I will
not.
say for that game,
I'm Jewish.
the Rams defense is good.
That doesn't mean anything. Sorry, when
I do think
I'm like,
Baker
there's
can go
only one
toe to
Jesus
toe
Christ. There's
with
like
Stafford.
12 Buccaneers on the field.
you think Baker can go toe to toe with Stafford?
Yeah, in terms of putting up points, like I think that could be a barn burner of a game, especially with the Bucks giving up like big explosive plays. Like I think Baker can get that done on the other side with Ibuka. And Tez has been good, so like I think they can go back and forth, but I think the Rams are going to win
you
it.
down. No. Until you see a defensive end running besides Puka.
I'm gonna say is the system that the Rams have is way better. I think
I think the Rams are going to win.
Naya Diaba
14
running.
I just think it's
in
going to be
coverage against Puka.
I think for fantasy football, you'll be very happy starting everyone on offense for both those teams.
Oh, I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bucks are going to win. I think we're going to win out after this game, though. And then Monday Night Football, the Panthers going into San Francisco.
I got the Panthers upset number 2.
Whoa.
6-5 versus 7-4.
Yeah, that's going to be 49ers
Niners,
for me.
Easy. Jordan?
Niners.
They're a touchdown favorite, so it's not super duper easy.
Purdy looked good.
Purdy did look good. But the Panthers are kind of like the comeback.
Panthers?
Yeah. They're like sneaky getting it done right now.
The Niners have like been in the Super Bowl recently.
That's kind of old news to be honest.
It's old news.
Like I still think that I would favor them in this game, but like I don't know that they're the past Super Bowl is like super relevant. Like look at the Chiefs, they were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but
They're in the Super Bowl last year.
yeah, but that one was they shouldn't have been.
That one was fake.
Well, I don't want to say it was fake, but like man, I've never watched a team.
Panthers were in the Super Bowl. It was with
but I've never watched a team win.
And he didn't jump on the fucking ball and he fumbled. They're a joke of an organization. They're a joke. They're going to get their ass beat in San Francisco. I am confident. They have eked out wins against shitty teams. They're going to get fucked up by San Francisco.
Wait, San Francisco's eked out wins against shitty teams too.
You don't think Christian McCaffrey's not going to shit on his former team that traded him?
I honestly, it's been so long I forgot about that, but that's a fun revenge game.
It's in the Bay. They have to travel. They have to travel 3 hours back on Monday night. Bryce Young is not built for. I have Bryce Young. This team is not built for prime time. They're built for barely winning a 1 o'clock game.
Bro, what are you talking about? Played for Bama. He played for Bama under Nick Saban. He's built for prime time. He's a Heisman winner. He's built for prime time.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Maybe
send me an offer.
Maybe CMC can keep up his sub 3 yards per carry.
Thank you. I try to tell you this, Oz. You're like, yeah, he's great for fantasy, but bro, like he's not efficient.
His yards per carry. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about how I did listen 3 more yards.
I did listen to the last podcast and I brought that up to rally up a little bit. To be honest,
it's the truth. It's the truth. It's putrid right now.
Sky Moore runs it back 99 yards, and then he only got 1 yard per carry on that touchdown.
Last week,
ridiculous.
CMC got 6.2 yards per carry.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think that was his first above 5 point yards a carry game all season.
Wow.
I will say he is on pace for.
Wow.
He is on pace to exceed for the first time since 2019. He is on pace to exceed his passing yardage, which was he had 1,005 yards and 4 passing TDs in 2019, and this year he's already at 732 yards and 5 passing TDs. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's why I don't care about his rushing numbers.
Sorry, that was his second game of more than 5 yards per carry out of 11. Age is catching up to him. Anyways, I think that was it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of passing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally.
All right.
He's totally washed.
He's not totally washed. But Jordan, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great.
It's been fun.
Us.
It's been exciting. Getting on the other side, seeing, how this podcast lives,
the production.
Seeing how
walking in your shoes. Walking in the shoes of somebody going to the playoffs. It's been thrilling.
He hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Well, he's walked further towards it than I have at this point. So, at least this year. But like I said, I hope Spencer loses every game from here on
Flash
out.
your ring.
Flash your ring,
The
please.
same to James.
For the listeners.
Yeah.
And Chef, I'll be putting
that's
your
what it looks
playoff
like.
hopes to bed this week.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to your playoff.
My playoff hopes to bed.
You know what? Cheers to that. Cheers to a good game. Cheers to a good game.
Oh, I love that.
Cheers to a good game.
Cheers to a good game. Good week.
We're gonna see how washed Christian McCaffrey is.
He's no Trevion.
It's not Brees Hall either.
No, not even close. He's no Justin Fields. It's like I watch
will
Red
not-
Zone, and it's just like he's got like a drill from Lowe's. He's doing DoorDash. You
I
know,
will
but-
not pound the table for Justin Fields until he's starting a game again. He had his opportunity. He floundered it. I wish him well in real life, but I think his football
Right.
days of starting are behind.
I guess
think
welcome
the,
back
I
to
think
reality.
the Jets would have
We've
a
been
hard
missing you.
time against like Michigan right now.
He got $30 million guaranteed, Jordan. I don't think there's any reality for him anymore. I think he's good. I'm glad he fleeced the Jets. If we got $15 million
Yeah.
after tax, right, each, that would not be reality for most people.
Dude, it was crazy the comments that Woody was making about him.
Yeah, Woody was making some crazy comments about him.
Because like again, it's like to your point, like bro, you're talking about somebody you're paying $30 million. Like, how stupid are you? You know? But hey, I don't know. I've
what do they
been
say?
seeing
You
some stuff
gotta,
on Reddit.
You got
he's
to cut the
included in
head
some
off the
files.
snake. Got to cut the head off. It starts with the owner.
Oh, Woody's
honestly.
in some files.
Oh,
As,
wait,
as
Woody's
what-
in some
what the rumor
files?
says. Some files.
Wow.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Wow. Well, good thing we did that
Yep,
Monday.
but his name's been in there.
Interesting.
Like, oh,
Woody.
He was an ambassador too.
was he really? Man, that's the fucking dream.
Trump
isn't
made him
it?
the
You're just-
ambassador to Ireland, I think.
Wait, recently?
His first term.
Okay.
Man,
That's hilarious.
Quote me on that, but
Ambassador.
I'm pretty sure.
I'd love
Yeah,
to
they're
be an
terrible.
ambassador.
Both New York teams have been terrible. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. We did.
I think it's a very exciting time to be a Giants fan, personally.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Especially because that was the first game without Dayball, and they didn't look like they missed a beat.
Right. You just need not Jameis Winston playing quarterback
Yeah, Dart will come back.
because he's a war horse,
The horse is preparing for battle.
battle horse.
I don't know what your brother was thinking, John, giving me Mac Jones for free.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But like,
That was a great move.
he's getting a contract
That's a
next
great
year. He
move.
might not be very good, but like,
I've been saying that on this. I've been saying this on this show all year. I'm like, go
I was
get
like,
Mac Jones because he's earned a job somewhere.
yeah. Especially with all the rookies coming in, like the 26 draft class.
No,
like,
he's
there's
earned
lot
a
of
job somewhere.
QBs that
He
are,
was
like,
trying to
gonna
get
keep playing in
picks,
college.
you know.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
trying to get picks.
And he picked
So
him up for
shout-
free, so he doesn't really care, you know.
Shout out to Juice.
Yeah.
Juice came on the pod. At least he's making moves. Though.
His rebuild, I imagine, will be quicker than
That's
last year.
respect. That's respect.
How so? Because
I mean, he still has
Don't worry
Lamar.
about it.
He still has Lamar.
Oh, he
I
has-
see him trading Lamar before Ashley trades Josh Allen. And he can
He's
get
got
all-
yes,
my-
it's 27
Jordan,
first.
he has my 2028 fourth.
He has a 27 first, yeah.
Oh, well, I have John's 2028 fourth, so watch out. You know,
Highly disputed.
that's
With
dangerous.
the last pick in the draft.
Yeah, who knows?
Good luck.
Like you, I might just be dead by then. So
Not for the Morphin side. I don't want to end on that.
might be deader than Justin Fields' career.
Oh, it's unlikely. I don't think he's dead yet.
No, we both outlived Justin Fields' career.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Professor,
He
you
did.
might be having a year, but Fields is done.
Hey, he got me
Yeah.
probably like 3 or 4
Yeah.
wins, so
He did.
it's week to
He
week.
did.
Week to week.
Yeah.
Week to week. All right, boys. Jordan,
All
thanks for coming on.
right, shout out to Jordan. Thank you for coming on.
Jordan the Great.
The Professor,
pleasure.
always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'll come
Um,
back one day.
Yeah. He's coming down to Florida. We're going to go see the Bucks play the fucking Falcons on the 11th.
See
Yeah.
Kirk
Oh, at
Cousins
least you'll
up
get
close.
a W there.
Yeah, let's see him. Let's see him.
Gonna tailgate beforehand. Maybe do an episode.
Oh, we're tailgating.
Tailgating.
We're tailgating.
Well, not maybe. Yeah, we are. I'm gonna get on that.
I got a truck, dude. That's what I just pull over and tailgate like randomly.
We'll not be doing that when I'm down there for the listeners. We practice safe driving. All right, we got on that.
All
Holla at you.
right, boys.
All right. Have